Cheers, COD family, it's your princess. Welcome to my live stream. Why am I late? That is always my intro. Or was something wrong here with was it too long for you? So yeah, welcome to some big news we got today. Kinda crazy. What infos we got today. I put it a little bit together here on the screen that it is easier for you to go with me through it. And I thought also about maybe let me chill into the very set. Here the Call of Dragons voice VC stream 1. Maybe if someone want to join, they can come here and join me and can discuss with me if they like the new changes or not. I'm not patient, I'm bored, give me more. Yeah. I mean, we had at least some fighting today, but that we talk second. I'm very disappointed today because they nerfed the merits. That is the second topic. TFS on top, we can start on protein. So this is the news, and it is it confirmed, Venue? Yeah. The thing is, long-range warfare, new research in COD. A lot of people got already the info. So in the King's chat, you know, guys, there is a chat in the game where the Kings talk together, and they get asked from the devs about changes they plan to make and trying to gathering their opinions about it. And they thought about adding a new research in the game. That means what you can unlock via the research building in your city. I mean, it would be kind of cool, use all the research speeds we have saved up again. And I already thought about that they maybe will add some research in future because they let us only, when you maybe remember, is that event still here where we can exchange I think it is gone, the event where we could exchange our building speeds, but we couldn't exchange the research speeds. So that is what I kind of expected. And the changes they are thinking about to do, it's not that it is confirmed. Archer range research that it extends range of archers and damage falls based off the range away from target. That means if the archer here, once the target is in medium range, that means the normal archer range, it does full damage. But that means the archers, they can just choose. If they are in their normal range, they get a full damage, but they can also attack from more far and then only the damage fall a little bit down. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, everyone knows I'm a mage's main. I don't like that. She said my name, I'm famous protein. Yes, you are. And that is also a thought about that they think about to increase also the range of the archer's artifact. And I mean, oh my God, what do they think? What will happen when they do that? I mean, all the mages players. I mean, they haven't said anything about it. I mean, Doc, you can maybe correct me. Have they added anything about research for calves infantry or for mages? Or did they only talk about the archer things? I mean, that is a big buff. That is a big buff. Doug saying this would let use us all research speeds if they were gonna drop more research. Let's not act like they have our interest in mind here. Oh my God, Rick, mages as anyway. No, mages are good. I got today one good report with my mages, but it was a luck report. The rest was all nerfed, I can tell you. We had some good fightings today with WB. Was really cool. It was just a little bit. I can show you maybe here a little bit. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. We fight it just a little bit here in the statue area. I don't know if anyone is still fighting. It doesn't look like. So it was just pass opening. It was not even the official statue fight. But I mean, everyone, let's say it like that. Everyone was looking forward to get merits. And then the worst stuff happened. It was really that we didn't all, everyone got bad merit reports. And we also tried out that race of remedy, and It made you live a little bit longer and maybe a little bit more merits, but at the end of the day, it filled the hospital even more. I'm not a fan of that skill. You forgot that changes. I don't know. Just kidding. If you have already, because you texted me as well about it. Ryuko is here. WB. Oh my God! I saw today how you tortured me. It was obviously that you were looking for me. I saw that. I mean, if they effectively do the same damage as mages for the same range, then it's not as bad. People can dodge artifacts. Maybe for just kidding again, these are the changes which they are going to plan here. My only reports with good merits were while remedy buff was active. But did you compare the merits to the amount of your staff wounded? That is, I mean, the merits looked maybe better, but you got also a much bigger staff wounded hospital. So I don't know. Haha, you play in dot mode? Okay, I will watch that out. But I had a feeling every time. And I think one time I got also dragged into a dimensional. That is hell. When someone go with you in a dimensional duel, it depends who does it with you, but that was this skill here is you're in a duel, you cannot escape. You just die. And then I saw a lot of temporal traps as well. I think that is a good buff as well. I haven't still chosen which one I go for, but I'm not a fan of Race of Remedy. Maybe I have to check that for statue out again, but I thought already about to change it again. Did not fight merits are bad now? What do you mean not fight merits? 10k bet I hit Ryuko with my gold crest before he dodges. Hi Medo, hi Sanat. So, I mean, okay, let's go a little bit. I asked also Venue to send me some reports. So I had one outstanding report and I have no idea. My whole merits were between 25k merits and 32k merits. But this was, I have no clue. I did super much AoE on that one. And when you look at this, and that was crazy. And I had 88k merits and 174k left. And I really would like to figure out what I did with this march different, because all my other marches, unfortunately, they get deleted so fast, so I have only a few ones. But you see, I played the same style, and even the Lilia Sia reports were 30k. It is not like Dark Hill. Yes, explain me. I have no clue. It is only one good rep, but it was only one time. You look the rest 25k. I mean, I started to refresh then till when I realized the merits are so bad because I didn't want to overfill my hospital for statue. Rigged. Reported. Create again. Buffs. Ryuko, please organize CAF changes on charges on princess. Thanks. No, he would not do that. He would not do that. So I have no clue. If anyone can explain me how I can figure out what I did in that much different. So here's from Venyo. He's an archer main. His max A is maxed. The gilded crossbow, a super good pet. But average of his reports were the same like my mages. It was in between that range. 25 to 30. I mean, one time I got 7k merit when I got in a dimensional duo or whatever that is, and sometimes you get just wrecked. Or maybe with the chat box we cannot see it, but here you see 31, here you see 25, and I mean, I seriously don't know. I kind of think with the Timeless Treasury. The Timeless Treasury was made, I think, at the beginning. You remember when we had that healthcare policies where the diligence with the damage buff was limited on, what was it, 10 million hospital? Or no, 5 million hospital. I think they made the Timeless Treasury to compensate that you can buy at the beginning 1 million merits, then 2 million merits, etc. And then they realized, oh my God, that shop is OP. So they just nerfed the merits. I don't know what to say. skill issue. Dafu, you can maybe tell me how I do better. I have no idea. I have seriously no idea how that merit reports are so bad. It is hurting my soul. Do you know why servers have different anniversary events? I heard, I asked today, and that is maybe, let me see when we get it back to the battlefield. We don't see it here yet, but I got today told from the content creator program, I was asking when the new event starts, and I was told the 28th of March. So get ready, guys. That is, but they just said they are not 100%, but it is what they kind of said as the 28th of March. I kind of assumed it will be the week later because when we look here, when Strongest Lord starts in 5 days, and normally Great Heights was together with Strongest Lord. So I still assume the Great Heights will be next week. But when I also remember that correct, the event packs come before the Great Heights. So get ready maybe, and let's look if they give it to us on Friday. Ryuku, don't listen to Doug. Don't do it. I have to add normally, yeah. I mean, when I know that from your Archer reports. I mean, he has normally 60, 70K easy max data reports, easy. If not even more, it was up to 100K. So it must be a nerf. I think they have just messed something up again. I feel like they nerfed non-support heroes somehow when they buffed the support. But Ryuko, even with the support matches, I didn't do great. I tried one time, Sandalin, Salia, crap. Do you know why servers have different? Hast du dich für Lucky Flip charged? I mean, yeah, guys, maybe that is interesting for you as well. Let me show you that screenshot real quick. It is a little bit small, probably. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, we can here zoom in. That is, by the way, if you are interested, that is from last year, from the anniversary event. And I checked out when the event was last year. It was mid-March. We got it a little bit earlier. That was the best packs we had in the game the last year, because I always do a calculation like that. I always calculate what is the speed up days I get out. Resources I sometimes calculate, but at that point was really speeds for me important. That changed now a little bit. But last year we got that 2 packs up to $100. And the Fantastic Fortune at that time was definitely the better pack, but you needed also some from Lucky Lord because there was that flip event. And what Just Kidding is asking me for which hero I go. I think about to go for Barhorn, but I wanted to wait for the open field. We have Ryuko WB. I hope you're ready. We have Zone 2 opening on Sunday. So I want to see how Barhorn will do in an open field, not in a 1 versus 1, not in a statue area where you can only send 1 march. I want to see it, but that is maybe a good reference for you. That is, I kind of assume it will be similar good. You know, the anniversary packs were the best one last year, much better than the Luna ones. And I think if someone wanna invest in the game, if you wanna spend some money, this is definitely the way to go. Oh, the boss is here. Hi, Doc.
I was wondering why you were here.
Yeah, I just said who one can join, then I'm not so alone.
Oh. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Events differing slightly between server pools has anyway happened. Great Heights is on 3rd day of Strongest Lord. Yeah, that is what I assume too. 3rd day of Strongest Lord, that the research day and the troop training they count in. And Sia is a support class. Yeah, but my reports, it was only that one good report with Lily Sia. I had normally reports with Lily Sia around 30K as well. So that cannot be the thing. So Doug, do you want to say anything about that with the, have you any news for us from the long range warfare new research? Maybe you can answer me what the king said, or what is the king opinion over there? So let's hope that. wait.
their account in a way for something
For
else.
any reason, it was not on stream. I'm so sorry. It was because I switched to that picture. Would you mind to say it again? What the king said,
Yeah,
what the reply of the king was, please.
Yeah, they basically, most people were saying that it's not fair to the people who built their accounts a certain way, so particularly like mage players who, started the game with like mages and archers and tanks and calves all having their own rule, and it would take away the rule specific thing from mages and basically kind of take the individual rules away from each troop type. And so most people were against it and saying it was kind of unfair to players who invested in their account a certain way, especially low to mid spenders who can't just instantly swap and then go to archers when it's now the most OP unit. And so some suggest that even if you are going to add it, you need to buff mages in certain ways, but like most people were just against the change in general.
Yeah, I mean, the game was supposed to be to have different ranges. I mean, that is the whole gameplay, that the archers does more damage. It spices up the game, that you have some archers, some mages. It is the whole strategy gameplay, which is so much cooler when you have different ranges. The calves are fast, the infantry blocks, so every troop type has its own speciality, and that kind of gets lost.
Yeah, I mean, what's mage's identity? And then some people will go, AoE! I'm like, okay, didn't realize Bert, Tohar, and Talea are all AoE, because they're not.
Yeah. I mean,
like, Bert Tohar messed it all up, honestly, because they could have kept long range, in my opinion, if mage's identity was that they are AoE. But Bert Tohar instantly came out as a single target mage, so... and then Thundolin, Talea came out, and Thundolin is AoE, but Talea's not, and the March doesn't do that much AoE. Like, the merits are pretty subpar on that March.
Yes. To your question, I think it was the XP Mobile, about the packs. The Fantastic Fortune was definitely the better deal. But I also recommend when the lucky flip is coming, where we get that free tokens. Do you remember? It was when Toha was out and we could get, I think, 100 tokens additional or something like that. You didn't need all Lucky Lord packs, but that was the worst value. So it was, you have always, and I will make a calculation for you for the new anniversary events as well like this, then you can easily see, because sometimes the lower packs has a better value, what is mostly the case. But sometimes events-wise, the higher packs are definitely better value. So you have always to look and do the math and everything. So also much chat here. I can't even keep up. My reports increased the longer I fought on. Oh my God, attack increased. I don't read this. Maybe they changed a skill in talent tree. What does not work too. My Bertoha did not break 25k and I have both heroes max and max artifact. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, okay, we cannot maybe because that is so high. But look at this. Look at here. I mean, let me bring here. I have my, okay, Mirage Up is only level 3. We go for that, by the way, tomorrow. If you want to join and give me your best luck ever, I go for the Forge of Light and Mirage Up. I have them maxed. I think my Shadow Fade rig is super good. But even my Lily Garcia, they are both maxed, and they normally brought me 30k. That was just an outstanding one. And since they delete the reports so fast, it is really tough. And look here, I have Infernal Flame level 4. I have this good Sapphire, which has insane good stats. So I cannot explain myself how we come to 30k merits. I can't just not understand that. When you guys were spamming 90k Mary reports from XA. Trick said they got good merits. Do you think they only nerfed our KVK dog?
The highest reports I got was 37k, but if you looked at, I was wondering because I looked at Hulkston's video earlier when he was showing off the new hero, and like all the reports he was getting was like 66k reports and 40k reports, but all our team was posting was 20k and 30k reports.
Hi Guller, you're perfect in time. We're talking about a new, maybe long-range warfare research and the nerfed merits reports. I mean, my Caps report I got was 16k or something like that. But even the infantry, which is supposed to be buffed, was not so high, right? You got dark lower Gorish Google reports, right?
At first, yeah. Well, yes, in general still, but like the first two I ran out, I got 8K, and I was like, what's happening here? And then once I started
Yes.
getting on some DPS and stuff, I was getting between 16 and 22K, but typically in statues, I would get, 32 to 40K on my Gorish Skogul reports.
And Race of
But
Remedy was not
Beck
good for
2,
us.
who's got his like 3-star Brune Bear like cracked out, like he would average 40K plus like merits, and he was getting like 20.
Yeah. I mean, what we realized today that WB, I think a lot of them played at the beginning with Race of Remedy, the preservation of life. Legions suffer 5% fewer self wounded, because I think that lowered our merits at the beginning as well. Just feeling wise, I'm not 100% sure, but it got a bit better for me after the 30 minutes were over. I had the feeling.
Yeah, I think WB used the 5% fewer severely wounded, at least a chunk of them, because it did seem like since we were wounding less units, we were getting less merits, because after that 30-minute period, the merits went back up. They still were nerfed compared to what they used to be, but they were way better, because at first it was really bad, like 17K reports and stuff. It wasn't very good.
I mean, Ryuko is here. He can maybe tell us, because I put here the attack buff on, and I had also unfortunately I don't have the reports anymore. I mean, I need to scroll up the whole AC and see that, but that is not what I can do right here now with the open AC. But the thing is, at the beginning when we had a Race of Remedy, yes, the merits were a little bit higher and stuff like that, but the self wounded, it brought that march home. It was really.
Yeah, it sucked.
I mean, if you want to save stamina, that could be that it can be a thing, but definitely not when you have enough stamina. You want to do that.
I couldn't even refresh my tanks when Raze was active. Like I can't reset my tank march to get the light wounded heal, and I was still getting an extra 10 to 20K wounded. Like I was getting 75K wounded a tank march.
Yes. Gula, few of our major players got 130K report in parts thanks to Ray of Remedy. Yeah, you have 130K merits reports, but guys, you don't only look at the merits. You have to look at the merit self wounded ratio. And if that is not good, then it's not a good report. People forget to look at that.
Yeah, we had a guy who posted a 130K report, but he also had 127K wounded.
So, for example, open any report, it doesn't matter. You look here on the merits to the self wounded you took. And that must be, and also what you compare is the self wounded you took and the self wounded the enemy took. And that should be, you should take less as mages, definitely. As a mages player, you should take less. Infantry looks different. Oh, hi, George Gaming, welcome.
Stop showing off your 88K merit report.
Yeah, I will. I was so proud. Stop. Everyone was shocked in AC.
I don't know how you got that. It looks like a normal report from. No. It looks like normal reports from last season, and then all the rest don't.
But I don't understand it. I think Lilia did a crazy AoE, or I have no idea. Yeah, and you have to see, Dark. It was not that the march was dead. I had 174K left. It's crazy.
You're a streamer and you refreshed that?
Yeah, sure, I refresh. I want to
No, you got to go streamer content mode and get the highest possible number on the report.
No, I never do that. I'm not that kind of streamer. I'm that kind of
Bad
streamer
princess.
who no. I'm the kind of streamer who show you to play smart as low spender. And when you want to have me as part of in the statue in 2 days, then I need to manage my hospital well, guys.
What's your hospital? What's your hospital?
I show you. So 600 Celestians, 275 Swordsmen, and that Vestals, I think, is from merit rate. That is from.
What's your healing per day?
640, but I'm my policies will be.
So you'll be fully healed. You'll be fine.
I tell you, yeah. But it was just the better. The reports were so crap. that I said,
Yeah, they were
okay,
pretty bad.
I will at least. I mean, I'm not refreshing when you call out we push. You know, I never do
I
that.
think both us and WB had people rage quit at the merit reports because people started seeing the reports, asking what was going on, and just logging off the game.
But we had good fights. We have to say, we had really good fights.
Yeah, but at some point, WB and us both dropped to like 30 members and just kept fighting with 30 members for like 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I fight it 4 hours or something like that because I have not so much time on Thursday because I'm going on a little weekend vacation. But Ryuko is saying, I'm not sure to be honest. I also just took the attack buff. I popped it like right when we started fighting. We fought so long. I got to pop it twice today. Yeah, okay. He had 66k sap on that report on his own legion. What do you mean, Guller? I have on my own legion? I do not understand. Princess flexing with the report, sure. It's rigged. The way you said no. Yeah, our Koreans
Our
went to sleep.
Koreans went to sleep.
Yeah.
How many people do you have that aren't Koreans? I thought you were mostly a Korean team.
I think they are mostly Koreans, aren't they? I mean, there are a lot of, you see it in the names, they have a lot of Korean letters.
Yeah.
I have no tanks left from today, DSR. I mean, let's check real quick. Settings, rankings, personal. I mean, we have here a lot of, but this is, I think, the most of some traded merits. But I would say, look at me in DSR clothes here. I mean, we got pretty good merits. I think no one really traded, but I mean, we have sometimes. I hated that season that we have to merit trade again.
My
It
Bert
is-
Toar was doing better this season with the new merit changes, I guess. It
Yeah,
was competing more so with Lilia Velen than it was in the past.
but when you just look at the last season, I traded single merit, not a single merit. I could all do with fighting merits, and I would like if they do that. They should not bring mechanics into the game which forces you to merit trade, especially now with the lower reports. If you want to get a 2 million.
If you want to compete, you have to merit trade.
Yeah, this season you have to. I mean, you saw here EISWB was super active in fighting. Every alliance includes some merit trading. I have no screenshot before and after, and it's maybe not 100% correct, but you see WB and EIS fight it over here a lot today. But you have to see in Timeless Treasury, you kind of want to activate that here, doubles the amount of Elixir for sale in Timeless Treasury, because then you can get 2 million merits. But to unlock this, you need phase 6. So this one
I'm
here,
surprised we have 170 mil merits with the crap reports we were getting.
yeah, I mean, but to be honest, I didn't check before. Normally I like to just look power and merits before the fighting, the pass opens or something like that, that then you have the accurate numbers.
I gained like 1.4 mil merits during that 4 hours, which I would feel like I'd typically be over 2 mil.
Welcome, SP. Evening. Or maybe I can just show, maybe I can just type in world chat real quick that I'm, how can I type that? Live stream at YouTube. Oh my, I need to get better in that stuff. I always forget it. Princess TV. Then people can join if they want to do. But let's look at some other rankings here on our. I mean, it is mostly bro. We have personal power. Oh my gosh, I forgot we have Saturo here with the Mephisto account. Look at that. I mean, Godzilla, we have to say he traded some
I
as
don't know
well.
what Catzilla was doing.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
don't
him
know either.
teleport Home Kingdom and just start slamming marches into people.
SP saying, nah, merit trading goes against my religion. How much power do you have? Maybe do I find you fast? SP. But don't you need to do at least the merit trading for that shop, Timeless Treasury? Hi Shadows, welcome to the stream. WT Focus here. But the Satoru is a dolphin, not the whale anymore. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, he still has the kind of troops, you know? He still has the big account. He can play a long time, especially now with the stamina changes. He can send out his horse Canara, and if he's not attacking, it does not count stamina. So the accounts like Satoru one now became more powerful again. They had some rough seasons. Abyss does the work, Dafuk,
What do you
okay.
mean more powerful? He's capped this season compared to last. He can only heal. He can only have a 500 mil hospital.
No. You mean
Yeah,
from policies or what?
yeah, because the March Legion size is after the policies now, so you can't just not take policies like in the past and use all your troops, which is what Mephisto /
50
Toro
million capacity limit is in benevolence. 50 million. You know they
Yeah.
changed it back. So
50 mil is 500 mil power, so he can only use 500 mil of his 1.2 mil
yeah, true.
power. If he takes benevolence,
good.
then he's low on stamina. So if he takes diligence, which it makes him have stamina like everybody else, then he's got 200 mil power he can use like everybody else.
Yeah, and the thing is, he has to choose something when he wants to max the march size and here the extra buffs and the healing. So he probably cannot go without. He will probably take benevolence with 50 million just to fill the hospital. But yeah, he need that research. I kind of like they made a research behind.
Maybe, but if you do the 50 millions with benevolence, you can't respec the diligence until you've healed like 30 mil units. So you're stuck with it.
Let me see if I find SP real quick. So you did it all via Battle Abyss. For me, it was on Friday. I was so late, so I could only make one Battle Abyss, and then and I was so busy, so I couldn't join them. But I think maybe Battle Abyss is the way to go to do that because I'm so not a fan either of that merit trading. It feels so bad. I mean, I didn't trade any merits this week, so I could for sure say, maybe I just track myself from now on, that these merits are all from today. So this is only fighting merits, and the Battle Abyss, you get additional probably or whatever. It is annoying me. It is annoying me so much. But normally in statues, when I remember my reports, they were super much better. They were always 50k. Especially Lily C. I did 50, 60k normally every time and was half HP. How long range warfare research? I can show you real quick the picture. Again, that is what they plan for the long range warfare, new research. Archer range research that extends range of archers and damage falls based on the range away from the target. Once the target is in medium range, it does full damage, so like normally archers did before. And then they think about also increase the range of archers artifact. And I mean, that will be huge. What?
Just dodge the artifact. They said dodge my gold crest. It's just skill diff.
It's just skill diff. In the first week, if you wanted elixir for sure, yeah. If you're gonna trade, then you might as well do Abyss instead. Yeah, I kinda think about that as well. Don't worry about that. Simp main, he won't do much. He won't rob as much as power anyway. Oh, Guns, I can confirm SP's retired guy. Are you? Guns, how were your merits reports today? Let me know. Mine were so...
That's didn't fight, did they?
Mine were so depressive. I got only 25, 30 was my range. 33 and 25k merits and one with 88k. Where no one knows why it was so high. But mine were super depressive.
I can't catch a break even off stream. Wild comment.
I can't catch it. Guys, every time Guns shows up somewhere, Guns noob. No, I'm super happy when Guns that's high. I mean, he's so busy. Do you know how much effort he put in that game with that many hours streaming? I mean, you guys think you make that so chilled, easy peasy beside, but it is sometimes a little bit when you stream hours and hours and hours and you talk to the chat and you have to fight beside. It is super, it's exhausting. It's not in a bad way, but it is a little bit draining, or it can be draining. So yeah. Before we are farmers in TFS. Oh, you didn't fight today. Who did even? I was so focused on our statue. Did the other statues fight, or the other? I think SSG.
Honestly, I don't know, but I just know that I'm pretty sure that TFS didn't, because SSG was like going off in World Chat about it.
So
I don't know if
SSG wanted to
A2G and
fight.
NTS fought. I don't know.
I think I heard from A2G they fight it a little. They fight it against NT. But look at this. That is even. Oh no, where's the statue of them? Yeah, okay. They took that pass
They're
here.
connected.
They're connected. Yeah. I heard they fight it a little bit. I mean, it is not so much to save. It is only the statue coming up, and then we have time till Sunday to heal. So it should be okay-ish. But I mean, when we look at the, oh no, wait, I have to go more into that. But you can.
SSG and A2G fought. Okay, so NTS didn't fight.
I heard they A2G went to NTS, or oh my God, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I was just watching our statue, so.
Yeah, people think streaming is easy till they are sitting there in front of a camera. I agree. I mean, I'm not even in front of a camera. I think that is additional. But you have, if you're streaming and really playing War, I get my worst reports when I'm streaming, because focus on a chat beside, and you have in your ears, you have the voice chat of Dark yelling at you and giving the war comms.
So I need to ban streams on Sunday.
No, we will see. We will see. Hello, Unifarb, welcome. Farb is here. SSG and A2G fought, I think, a little bit. Okay. Definitely not easy to entertain people for hours straight. Leak Discord and announcements, princess. No. Oh, Humble Pie, welcome. How are you? Oh. Humble here. Was Humble with us today in the statue? He was probably working, right?
I saw Humble in there.
He has that great moon bear. I love his moon bear now. He's so strong. He has everything 3-star.
I saw him testing the new hero out, and I saw him running in with tanks.
Humble let us know, but how was the new heroes? I heard from Venue that the new archers didn't so well, but he haven't maxed them yet in the statue. So he kind of didn't play them so much. So when I look back here, I mean, yeah, TFS and NTS probably. I mean, NTS did pretty strict the battle apples. I think they didn't trade much merits because they got from beginning on the battle apples, and I think I was in and out. I was working, just throwing tanks. Okay. I didn't use new archer. Okay, do you have Barhorn Humble? So for me it is. I tell you what my situation is right now. My Moo is 51111. I just made her that. And I'm still so not sure. I mean, I buy it the same like for Moo. I bought the $5 pack for Barhorn, but I think this pack has no chance. And as a low spender, it is really not so good value without champs, without goldies for alliance. I think I made the anniversary packs and then just get him via the lucky flip a little bit up leveled and later over the dailies. I'm good, Fob. I'm enjoying the season. We had good fights against WB. I'm happy when we have fighting, you know that. The rest, I don't care. Oh, nice. You have him 5511. Yeah, because Humble, you have to tell me, because I'm at that point right now where I don't know what to do, if I should go, because I play definitely Lily Sia, so I have my Velen, you know.
Don't buy those packs. Those packs suck.
I know. But the thing is, for me, I either go for Barhorn with Velen, because I think Guns did that testings and it did so well together. But I want to see open field, or I go for Moose Young. I'm so not sure. But why do you want Barhorn? I don't see it. The thing is, for me, look, my mage's setup is Lily, Sia, Mag, Hosk with Celestials. Then I have there's Bertrand and Tohar. And they are all maxed. And then I have also Sandalin and Celia, which unfortunately I maxed too. I'm not happy with them. And then I have Velen leftover, you know? And so he's maxed too. So I kind of want one March with, so either I go for Moo or I go for Ba. Moo or Ba is the big question. And because I not let sit a full maxed hero upstart on a bank. I cannot do that. So Moo is just best in my opinion. Hi Diablo, welcome. We are finally alive. NTS is really bad at farming merits. We don't know what we're doing. No, I think you know really good what you're doing because you organized that very well, probably with Battle Abyss and stuff like this. So I hopefully finally I hit the maximum for the gem. I'm farming gems. 1k gems a week is 1k gems a week, guys. Welcome to the exhausting life as a low/mid spender. When are mages gonna get a hero that's better than Lilia? I think never. I mean, the last new mages. What is that? I have seriously, that is for me, it was so shocking. And I think about to reset that talent but I will give it one more chance in open field, that Race of Remedy. I think because I tried this one on the test server. And on the test server, they gave me T4 troops. I don't know if anyone used that yet because it was probably not needed because we were only in the statue. But in the test server, I got T4 troops and the artifact was sometimes purple. So it was not a good march. So here, I still don't know what I take, the dual or the temporal trap. I thought about temporal trap, and then today I thought maybe the duals are the better blocker, because during you have a duel, you can use that as an infantry blocker as well during choke points.
Dimensional duel during the statue.
4 minutes, was it?
At least.
And was it, what kind of troops was it? Was it infantry versus the mages when you got?
It was Malgro Danfell versus Gorish Skogul.
So you got 4 minutes out of that, and I mean, isn't that a bigger blocker than the temporal trap, which only give you that few seconds?
I did find out that the shield pushes the dimensional duel, so.
Okay, the shield.
I used my shield and it shoved the dimension out of the way.
Oh, okay, good to know. Because I mean, the radius is so big, and that thing, it is really, you cannot walk through. You have. One time we had a dimensional duel. I think they blocked us at a pass one time. I couldn't even walk out a pass because that duel was just blocking there.
Yep, basically. It's kind of disgustingly broken. I think they have to change it, but they haven't changed it so far, so.
Diablo is saying, I wish A2G would come out at least one unit at a time to the statue. Did they fight today? Because we had it earlier, we didn't see it. And Box can maybe say, what is the plan of SSG? I saw a meme saying everyone who threw their tokens in Salia over Moo. I'm not gonna lie, they're not wrong. Yeah, it is like that. If I would have known that Moo comes out, I would have skipped Salia and just done Moo. Murder kind of saw today he tested support match, Eligar, and sent it out, but it did 5k merits. Funny. Oh my god, I got a little bit of cold. My voice is really not the best.
We'd have fought you, Diablo. You're not even connected to our past, though.
You want to fight us, Princess? You really should go for Archer main. Then you can still play AoE mages. But the thing is, now to change is too late. If I would start a game again, I don't know if I would go for mages again.
I would be tempted to go Cavs. If I was starting off day one, I'd want to be a Cav main.
Yeah. Guys, if you enjoy the time here with me and want to support me a little bit, don't forget to drop a like on the stream here, a thumb up. That would help me out a lot. So thank you in advance for those who do it. I always forget about that to say. But it's kind of how YouTube works. Pro Dimensional Duel really effed me for like 30 minutes. I thought my game was bugging when I could not click on half the infantry marches. I mean, I had also the feeling Ryuko WB used a lot of temporal trap, and I had the feeling they put it, I mean, from the levels right now, we can only get it on our owns, right? We can only freeze the own legions. Because at the beginning, all the infantry, and it was, in my opinion, very good organized from WB, that they always brought five infantries and then they freeze them. So that I don't know if it was called out or something like that, Ryuko, you can maybe say that, but that was really cool. So they use that they use that skill and you freeze them and they are invulnerable, and that kind of blocks you a little bit. So I feel like that skill is powerful as well in a
Shields
war.
are going to be important this season. You can push those out of the way. You can push them back.
The temporal trap as well.
Yep.
So both you can push away the duel and the trap.
You can push them. Yeah.
But how is it working on the duel that when you cast the artifact?
Yeah, I thought it would bug out when I casted the artifact, so I tested it, and it pushed the march, and then wherever the march landed, it put the circle over that area. It just moved the circle of the duel.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so, I mean, I don't have the shield, Dark. What we do now? I have the torque.
You don't have the shield?
No,
I don't know.
I don't have that artifact yet. Maybe I get
think
lucky.
It's definitely a more niche one. Everyone has torque, but not everyone has the shield.
I mean, one time when we had the artifact compendium, I got the torque and Venyo got the shield, so he can use it now. He has no torque, but he has a shield.
Oh, good. So now when Vanya's not using it, I know who to yell at.
Oh no! Be nice to him. He just made his infantry and everything. Ryuko saying, no idea. I never joined VC during war or fighting because they only speak Korean anyway. Oh, okay, but what they did were really, I had a feeling 5 infantry coming, temporal trap, and the next one. So, what do you mean? I love to blink and block enemies. It's very annoying that the marches can block you. I'm not sure why they still let the marches block. I mean, I feel like that kind of skills we have here can super spice up the game. But I think sometimes, and even in the short test server we had only that 2 hours war, and I was basically, I was listening to Mark's war comms, and he said me the whole time, Princess, I need you 5 infantry, so I just sent 5 infantry over and over again. So I couldn't really check so much out of that skills, but the fighting phantasm really, I got not super good heroes. The heroes was good, but the artifact was crap, and I had T4 troops. If anyone has that one activated, and you can tell me if it's still T4 troops, I would like
Rudius
to
was
know.
testing it, and he was getting T4 troops.
As well,
He
okay.
even got double epic heroes. He got Waldir Alwyn.
Oh my god. Yeah, you get either epic heroes and a legendary artifact, or legendary heroes and the epic artifact.
Yeah.
So, but he got T4 troops as well. So, I mean,
Of the new faction, that was the new factions type of unit.
yeah, I had one time the new faction type, yes. Maybe someone else got it here. Did they change that? Here, that one. That one could maybe be good when you have it, like when you just leave that march in the background. Your other surrounding legions gain 15% attack, 15% defense, and 15% march speeds for 5 seconds, can be triggered once every 15 seconds. But I don't know. It is really
That
not
skill
looking.
sucks. You
I
spawn
know.
at one time, and when it dies, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like,
So
if
you
it
have,
kept respawning, then sure, but it doesn't keep respawning.
especially if it's T4 troops, we play against 98% T5. So you want to just keep that march in the back alive, that you can maybe use the buffs. But the Race of Remedy is really, you have just to be careful, because you can fill your hospital super fast, and Avail don't care. They can send that out and they save their stamina. But when you're a non-Veil, just keep in mind, you send that much out, you get a super nice juicy report, the numbers look super cute, but overall you get a ton of self wounded. So look at the ratio, guys. Read your reports before you think. It's not only about the merit number, it's really about reading the report. Our infantry do seem pretty coordinated. I'm mage main, so I just threw my infantry inside for fun here and there. Yeah, your infantry was running into me. That is what I saw, Ryuko. I will watch that next time. Good for farms? I mean, you mean the good for farms? You mean the fighting phantasm? I mean, I thought about that as well. If I should, with my farm account, summoning, I mean, I get a free T4 Legion, you know, and if I just send it to build or whatever, I don't know. That
Oh, can
is
those
gonna
units build?
die in 0.03 seconds. I mean, it is a Mara. It can probably do everything, but yeah, you can just send a normal
Maybe.
builder Mara. Just you summon it. You go here for the melee. Then you go for, you say you want to definitely legendary heroes, maybe. Then you get calves or infantry, and you can send them to build T4. They die not so fast, maybe. I don't know. Well, I wonder how our hospital will be look when we are able to use Remedy on open field with 5 DPS. Exactly. People will use that one and think, oh, cool. And they come home with 5 juicy reports. And then they realize at some point they can only do that 3 times. And then they can go heal or they resource heal. It was funny at one point when some random group of calves just appeared on the top left. I was in that calves group. I mean, Doug, you can say we said we make now a small cast group, yes, and coming on the top. But yeah, it was so hard for me to play properly as a cast player.
Yeah, I mean, I think calves are really cool, but I like them better now. Army groups kind of made calves meta, and everyone could add to them, but now it's just actually the calf players doing their thing, and you actually have to take the time to sit there and do it, which I think is better. So instead of just having mass calves running around.
Oh, by the way, is Timeless Treasury worth it? Oh, 100%. You haven't picked it yet, Gular? Oh my God, now you are really late because I already activated it once. Because you get an additional a secret store known as the Timeless Treasury, and you can buy 1 million elixir for 1 million merits. And when you come further, you can double that to 2 million, and here you can even refresh it to 4 million. So unless you level up your Sun Yu. But 1 million elixir, we did that exactly at the first day because you have a cooldown of 7 days. You can reduce the cooldown a little bit via the policies, and I picked that in policies. I don't know, Doug, what did you pick to reduce the cooldown? Did you pick Race of Remedy, or did you pick the Timeless Treasury
I picked
skill?
Timeless Treasury.
Yeah, same. If you have it maxed 24 hours less, so it's 6 days cooldown, and it's so powerful. It's just the free elixir you get. I mean, that makes us all a little more fighting this season. That's cool. I'm glad I had my infantry march inside. My alarm went off and I went immediately into those calves. Yeah, I was seeing that we were coming with the calves on the top, and then the infantry was coming, and I was panicking because I'm so not used on playing calves. The only calves I played was I sent them to army groups and let our calves player deal with it. So I'm super not. Maybe I need to train that a little bit, the charging and how I do that, the poking. I'm not so good in that. Treasure is crazy good, even if you don't max that shop every week and just spend whatever you have access. Yeah, we have also to say that I think what is the ratio elixir to merits? I think it's 1-1. It's 1 merit for 1 elixir, right? Do you remember that, Doug? Or anyone in the chat?
Yeah, it's 1 merit to 1 elixir. You need 1 million merits for 1 million elixir.
But then this one is a better one. Here I get 50k merits, elixir for 30k merits. So the shop is still the better deal. Venue
just
and
don't get
Murder
near as
told me
many.
earlier the Timeless Treasury is the better deal.
Not per. I mean, you get way more in it.
I'm lazy with the map exploring. I mean, I have completed this stuff. Let me check it out here. The mist is dispelled, but I have still to do how many? Whenever we get any village, I cannot even click on it. I have first to do that thing one. By the way, guys, keep in mind, don't click the first answer. Never click the first one, it's research speeds. Go for the second one for training speeds, or go for the third one for universal speeds. I have still 520. I show you. The third one is universal. So second one is training speeds and ore, and third one is universal speeds and gold. And the first one is research and wood, but we don't go right now. So yes, here's Timeless Treasury 100% at the beginning. That was my only no-brainer. And here Race of Remedy is the way to go as well, because fighting Phantasm is so useless. And here, I haven't decided yet. I haven't really decided. He would love to fight Jason. Boo is friends with Jason. It's complicated. I'm good friends with Jason too. He literally lives minutes from me in real life. Oh my God. You guys live close. Reaper of Mars, you can get 20% off in Timeless Treasury. Oh yeah, true. You could at the end get reduce the pricing or make it refresh. What is probably for the
oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Miss Boo.
Wasn't Boo's plan to unite all of us, Luno, EIS, TFS to defeat Echo? Yeah, that ain't ever happening. I ain't working with TFS.
Was that his plan? I only know Boo from, I never played against him, and unfortunately I never met him. But what I saw from him, the letters and stuff he wrote, it was hilarious. I think that was so funny when he typed that four sides of essays about stuff why he was leaving, and when he was signing up the stuff, King Boo, and so I think it was really funny. I feel like he should come back.
There's only two teams EIS wouldn't work with, and that's Echo and TFS. That's it.
When TFS and EIS work together, I'm gonna eat a tree. Maybe one day Guns and me have to make that Dark and Jason make peace.
Whoa. That's funny.
Guns and me do a double stream, and we officially announced that Jason and Dark made peace. Imagine that. Maybe at some point the old history you can just skip it and leave it in the past. You never know, Dark. Never say never. Wasn't Boo plan to unite? Oh yeah, okay. He really did. He said that what you said the same, Dark. What Darfug said in the stream. Since Dimensional Duo has a range of melee, you should 100% take it. I mean, you definitely want to get the mana for the second buff of Timeless. Yeah, true. Here in the second one, when you can, I mean, the warrants, yeah, Warped warrants are nice, but not so much needed than mana. But I'm pretty good in mana, I have to say. Red White lives 10 minutes from you, does he? Oh, I have text Red White again. I haven't talked to him a long time. But he's super active as well.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's really, really active. He's German as well, Dark.
Yeah, I know. He applied to EIS when it was full, and then he ended up joining NTS.
Okay. But Dark and Jason don't get along, so not possible, Diablo. As I say never. Time is always a factor. Time is a factor. I don't know, he never revealed his whole merge plan. Don't want to spread rumors. I mean, Dark said the same, so it's probably no rumors. He told me, and that was never said. Oh, Medu. I mean, yeah, maybe Boo comes back, but didn't he give his account away? Dark, do you know that, Boo? You've everything in King Chat, right?
TOS.
Okay, sorry.
You don't want that on your stream.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, I understand. Red White is awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. I mean, and he's also super active. So yeah, I have to still think about a duel or a trap. What is better? I mean, probably we have to see that as a EIS. As I normally wanted really to go trap, because the thing is, you can freeze that enemies around you as well. So, for example, if we would do a Cavs play like we did today, Dark, and we could just freeze all that infantries, it would be kind of cool, because then they could do nothing to us.
Temporal trap would be pretty good with Cavs. You just run a big group in and freeze everybody.
Yeah, or also if some Cavs come run to you and wanna swarm you, you can just freeze them and run away.
Yep.
Also works. I love Red White. I found him super kind. Yeah, absolutely. And very polite, at least to me. To me as well. Yes, and he's super polite when he swarms your city, so am I, Diablo. God, that's all. Go trap, you won't duel with melee, and you can stop a calf charge or inf in your mages. Yeah, true. You're right. I probably go definitely for the
They
trap.
have to fix dimensional duel so you can walk through them, right? Like they can't keep that. That's pretty disgusting how it is right now.
I mean, but everyone has the same issue. So, I think always people, it is maybe not perfectly handled, but on the other hand, now we know how it works. We can plan with it. We can
I
work with
mean,
threats
yeah,
against.
but whoever's on defense is going to have the advantage with that, like holding a bridge, for example. And the map's not balanced this season. Certain starting zones have a clear advantage to choke points in the final zone.
If they don't remove the dimensional dual block, I would say go for that one. I think you need to, I mean, we have a poll in the Alliance as well, and I already clicked Temporal Trap, but maybe I can re-click the others. But I think for me, I have still to refresh my marches when we have close fights. So, and I had often the issue that sometimes some calves coming or whatever, and then you just can freeze them and go home safe. That saves a lot of hospital. He did, yes, but not all against Echo. Medusa, who was it against then? I mean, Boo had didn't Boo had his list who he disliked? Moopsy and so we're on it. Was it not in that S? I think in one live stream we got that letter from him and read it when he left. I think he left. I don't know who he even
I only
left.
learned of who Moopsy was because of Boo's hate for him.
Yeah, but then I met because Moopsy is German as well, and I have with him all I talked with him in voice chat and etc. And I'm super good with him as well. So but yeah, from that essay, it is just. But I don't know. I think it was the the AC season with against BDO against whatever Echo and something like this.
I could see Trap being nice when rallying Bastions could freeze incoming reinforcements. I mean, yes, to an extent, but Make Way is still technically in the game. It's just not called Make Way, and it's like shadow nerfed just straight into the core game. So if you leave your city, your march isn't blockable for an X amount of time.
Yeah, Ryuko also saying it makes it pointless if you can't walk through it anyway. It's basically an AFK and invulnerable march sitting there for ages. Yeah, true. I mean, if it's infantry, it is going for hours, right? It is so, but for example, you could also take out with a crab march. No, you cannot use a crab march because you need to send infantry as well. But you can take out a main when you know there is a main player with a good pad garrison or anything, you take him out for 4 hours in a duel. But isn't that
Oh,
not?
that's true. Temporal Trap could probably be used to stop people getting in Bastions.
Yeah, that as well.
They're hopping cities, you just temporal trap them, and then yeah, that's a use for that for sure. But and it's an hour cooldown, and there's an hour burn on the Bastion, so it lines up.
Yeah, true.
So if you're owning the field, you can use temporal trap to win it.
Mm-hmm. So
Bring back turrets. Turrets, I don't understand why they got rid of them. I thought turrets were pretty lackluster, so I kind of liked them because they weren't OP. Like people say, bring back barricades. That shit was broken, but turrets I felt was pretty balanced. Like you could just go clear them in minutes.
Diablo saying Moopsy was ASC when they fought against MT TFS. It was when Boo switched to our side and Jason bought out R5 of MT. Okay. I just saw that letter. Moopsy got bullied out of German group. Did he? Just kidding. I don't know. I don't remember he was there. Salvi
Poor
invited
Moopsy.
me I was new in the G1s in the Noir season, and Salvi invited me into the German chat. That's since I'm there.
What did he get bullied out for? Was it the T4 killing?
I have no idea. I don't remember him even be there. I don't know. No. Barricades can stay away forever. The time it took them demo them was a nightmare. Yeah, I mean turrets I think maybe, but no barricades for sure not.
Yeah, turrets were fine in my opinion. Barricades, absolutely not.
So Race of Remedy, guys, should I still stay with the attack buff or should I change that to the
Bastions are in your nightmares? Yeah, bro. Bastions are like you sit there and stare at paint dry for 5 hours trying to get it burnt. It's the most boring thing in the game.
I mean, I don't have nightmares from them, but that, for me, it is like when I look at last season with that many choke points and make way, it was just super boring. You know, I mean, if you sometimes have a bastion fight, it's cool, and if you have some open field fights in between, but at the end, it was only choke bastion, choke bastion, choke bastion. It got so boring. It got so damn boring. And it's not that I care about that or whatever. I would take that in the open field. It doesn't matter for me. I want to have a good gameplay, and bastions are really, if they
I'd
would
rather have
not be,
bastions than barricades.
yeah, it is. I just like the open field fighting, you know what I mean? I know it has
Yeah.
to be, in some point, they have to add the dead troops, but limit it a little bit more. Give us some open fights which are just cool, where you run into each other, where you need fight strategies and stuff like that.
Well, bastions are supposed to be an offensive building, but they're only used for defense, really. They're put on choke points for a defensive position, but they were made for offense. So that's when you know there's a design flaw there. But even then, like, it takes you have to burn it 5 times to take it down. So that's 5 hours of watching paint dry, even if you instantly take out the garrison defense.
Yeah, I mean, barricades are cooked. Yeah, I mean I bet it is all. I mean, I like if it would be more. We had cool stuff in the game like the fellowship everyone liked, like the mastery skills. They could bring back this, and I think even the Race of Remedy stuff here and with the also with the duel and trap. I mean, here they kind of messed up a little bit in my opinion. The second skill they could make something better out of this one. But for here, I think I like that we have every season some different stuff, and you have to figure out new stuff. If the dimensional duo now is super, super powerful and block so long, then you have to think about how you can, yeah, like using the shield or whatever, getting out of it. I love the best walk to push land. I mean, yeah, if you can use a bastion and you want to push land, that's totally fine. But make it not that you fight a choke over so long. It's just super, and you place 3, 4 bastion with every possible shell on every choke point. It's just boring. Maybe they should say only one bastion for a starting region or something like that. Bastion require field dominance. If you don't have it, it's just a waste of troops unless you are Nev. True. More saying I like, yeah, Fellowship was just cool. You could activate that extra buff. But Dark, what do you think, Race of Remedy? Should I still stay with the 15% attack while this skill is in effect, or should I go for that 5% fewer Seth wounded as well?
I mean, maybe if you were sevs, but the sevs were super high. I'm almost to the point where
Yeah.
I'm not even going to use Raise a Remedy.
I mean, 15% attack is cool, but I kind of agree. Increases the skill duration by 10 minutes. No, thank you. Healing effect increased to 60%. No, thank you. Maybe the skill's energy cost reduction. Today,
Mastery skills were extremely fun. Yeah, someone just mentioned that in your chat.
oh yeah, mastery skills was for me because you could make a little bit unique marches. It was super cool. It was a little bit for the very free to play and low spenders. It was a little bit tricky, but because, for example, there's a low hero of me. So for example, here when I had my Skogul and I wanted, for example, to replace that 4 skill and it's only 1, then the mastery skill only takes 1 too. But you could manage that, and the mastery skill was cool. On 5 marches, you could that was a fun thing. And every server had different mastery skills. That was the funniest part.
Yeah, that was interesting how every server had their own. I liked it. I thought it was fun for the game. That
Yes.
season we got the Madeline one, and we could throw that on our Goresh instead of the rally perk and get extra counterattack. It was nice.
I mean, wasn't that in the Noir season when we had the Mastery skills? Yeah, it was in the Noir
Yeah.
season.
Yep.
Noir TFS season. I mean, fighting-wise, that was really so far my coolest season because we could make so much good threads. It was so funny. And I rated this season not so high, but in review, I would rate that from this. That is my fourth season now in EIS, and from the 3 seasons I played, that was my. When I have to rate my 3 seasons here, the Noir one was still the best one.
Oh yeah, you say so. I
Yeah.
liked that season a lot. That might be my second favorite KVK.
Yeah, but you were in EIS always, but I was only 3 seasons
Yeah,
here.
sure.
I was the Noir TFS season, then I was the BDO NF57 Bossy, etc. And then I was the last season versus RAC, Chi and Echo. So, and from that 3 seasons, when I compare them, the Noir season was the best.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, we've played 10 KVKs in EIS, and that's probably my second favorite. There was like just even long marching was fun. It was just entertaining with how often BXS and TFS were flipping the pass, and everyone was rushing to help their ally get the pass, and we were TP staffing in. Like it was just all extremely fun and entertaining.
Nico chilling here, waiting for someone. I mean, understandable. I mean, that season where EIS and BXS and the choke versus TFS, EXG, I watched from when I was on a G2 server with, it was cool to watch. That was so good.
Yeah, that was my third favorite season. That was a good one. That was
Yeah.
the first time the scale of wars like got larger. Like I feel like that was the first like extremely big battle. There was so many troops on the field. Like if you watched the choke fight, it was just hordes. First long range warfare season too.
I loved Archermains trying to push my mages A in barricade. Fellowship was fun, as Medusa saying. Yeah, for sure. I mean, our fellowship was even super organized. We had the best fellowship ever.
Diablo says that season was not fun, dark. LMAO, the choke was OP. I mean, it was fun for us, man. We liked it. Those merit reports were nice.
Maybe we have a new favorite season soon if SSC starts coming to their senses. I mean, honestly, what I kind of expect is, I mean, where's the map? Here, anywhere's the map. Here we can go to the season map. So EIS, NTS is allied, TFS and WB. Then we have SSG1 and A2G1. Everyone knows that it will never ever be a 2 versus 2 versus 1 versus 1. That is not how it's gonna be. You have to focus anyone. You know, SSG have to decide, are they going for A2G or are they going for TFS? A2G have to think about that as well. Maybe they say, okay, maybe we ally with SSG later, or maybe it will be a 2 versus 4 at the end, that it is EIS and NTS versus the other force. You see it in Dragon Zone who go for you. But when you then see all comes for you, then it's a 2 versus 4. But it will never be a 2 versus 2 versus 1 versus 1. That ain't gonna happen. Take my words, guys. Take it. Your flying caps are annoying. They should do
Yeah,
more
his
with
flying
some.
calves were annoying as hell that season. And we had all kinds of long marches down to EXG when they were fighting our sub teams, like us and BXS, and then like the slackers who came late or got stuck behind would just get killed by his flying calves. They wouldn't even turn and fight him. They would just be AFK marching and dying.
Humble saying joke point gaming. I'm having fun watching SSG leader talking about RFF Diplo, but their Diplo ended like this. I mean, honestly, I think give this some time. I hope still this KVK, it works something out at the end. That we have, I had a feeling everyone is super interested in fighting that season. So we can just hope, but it will not be a 2 versus 2 versus 1 versus 1. That is not working out. You have to decide for one side.
Nah, it's gonna end in a 4v2 or a 3v3.
I kind of accept the same. I created 3 Diablos just to spread fear. They should do more with fellowship. Maybe like a mini alliance thing would be cool. Make it so you can complete with people in your fellowship and get good rewards, and each member contributes. I would love that because our fellowship last season was so active. We didn't even need to buy the merits for each other. Sometimes for Toby, he was sometimes slacking, but everyone else already bought his own merits, and we had always enough merits. But just activating the buff, and I would have laughed that if we would have quests, we would have got so much free rewards. If you choose the right
Did you just
people.
snitch on Toby?
Yeah, it is the truth, you know that. He
All right,
was our
Toby,
slacker.
you're getting a DM in a second.
Fellowship tag. Oh, fellowship tag would be cool as well because we up-leveled our fellowship so good. The more the members contribute, yeah. You were just mad, Dark, because we were already in a fellowship and you were late.
I wasn't late. I was deciding. People were asking, "Oh, are we gonna assign the fellowships or not?" I said, "I don't know. Let's wait." And then once I decided no, we weren't going to assign them for people, I was like, "Okay, let's make our team." And then I was betrayed.
Yeah.
Murda and Vanya betrayed me. They both said they were my Dark Knights, and they went and joined you.
Yeah, and you said, "Princess, take my invite for the fellowship," and I was like, "No, I am already in a fellowship. Everyone is in a fellowship."
Nah, I was betrayed. That was unacceptable.
You felt betrayed from okay. The next fellowship we exchange Toby for you, Murder, and you will see for you Toby exchange for you, Dog. So
No,
Toby,
I don't want your fellowship anymore.
Why
I'm
not?
making a better fellowship now.
That you said last season too, and then you had slackers in it. Do you remember?
I'm gonna put Waros, Humble, Beck, and somebody else in my fellowship.
Yeah, but
Brian.
it is not only merits. They don't do the dailies, so they are not good for a fellowship either.
They're
Yeah.
great in my fellowship.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
Okay. The offer is still there. We can kick Toby and take you. And here you see Toby's like a Medusa. I was saying this. He knows that anyway. We called him that every day. So
Good.
yes.
Keep bullying him. He needs to get on the field.
He was on the field today and got the red. Didn't he get a red marker? We were laughing.
I don't know. Oh, he probably did because people were calling past my ping that said "Do not kite past this mark."
I heard Humble good Moonbear. Can I see? Is Humble online? Humble has everything 3-star. It's
He's
pretty
probably
easy.
playing.
Yeah, he's playing another game. But Humble has everything 3-star on his Moonbear.
Monster Hunter.
He's probably playing that other game. He has.
I mean, he's online in Discord, but I think he's playing Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's fine. But he has everything 3-stars. His Moonbear is insane. Flying infantry, I think he confirmed it, but
Sujin had a
not
really good Moonbear.
100% sure on that. I mean, flying infantry could be a thing. We don't know. I saw some troops of a new faction in the test server, but so I assume we get a new faction. I don't know when, and I don't know how the troops look, but I got some. I should have fighted more with them, but it was really at the end, and the fighting was over when I got that.
Medusa, stop stalking Humble. Why do you know he's doing his Darklings?
Also, that speed building was awesome. Maybe too fast, but still much better than the expecting hours of building all we have ahead of us. I agree. I feel like they should have found a midway. I mean, the dragon zone that you are in 2 hours already at the dragon was a little bit lame in my opinion. There's even our dragon here. I feel like that regions are so big, or is it just me, Dark? I feel like they made that regions so big.
Zone 2 is extremely small, but the map is really big.
Yeah, the map is so. I mean, we get at a point where it's really an issue with the tower costs and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it kind of limits where you can go, but at the same time, they want you to take 3 sentinels to get your ember. So I don't know how much they plan on you building this season, but they want you building all over the place.
I mean, just to show how nearly impossible that is. So we are talking about where are the achievements. We are going here into the achievements, and you need it. I think it is with the warband. Yeah, occupy gear sentry 6 with your warband by the season summary to get 1 ember. So When you just look at the map, I mean, our zone 3 is, this one is our zone 3, so we could take this too. Then you have to take both one on the right side, zone 3. That kind of means you need to zone lock both of them, that you can hold this too. And you need also to take this too. So your allies need to help you to zone lock that. It is nearly impossible to get that amber. I don't know how they thought that that is possible in a season with 40 days additional. I don't know how that should work out. And I also feel they totally, I mean, that is maybe for the whales not so important, but for the low spenders, here when you look at the artifact compendium, that is really cool when you are the winner of the dragon, but only one region gets it with all the good stuff. And look how they made a purple compendium. The only good things in there is crossbow, maybe the shield, and the wolf horn. But then they put in Kingsley, a Phoenix Eye, Dragon Rift, and a lot of. I mean, why is not there even any good mages artifact? Or, I mean, again, mages.
Where's Breath of Gigantus?
That was never in there. That's in the current file.
Yikes.
Tomorrow I do Forge of Light, and I need more Mirage Orb. I will maybe do it live because alone I have so much, but we have the press here. I don't
Can
have it.
NTS fight with SSG before final zone? My map is still bugged. Can't see the correct server region location. Yeah, SSG and NTS can both technically fight in A2G zone if they both win zone 2 and they both invade. It would be like a 3-way fight. Like A2G would be in there too.
Man, I don't want to convert Waven Rivers if the new factions flyers are infantry troops. I didn't really see much, so I don't want to say much. Also, we don't know when we get that faction. I mean, also the troop exchange, we don't know how many troops we can exchange. So it will be interesting to see. I was even super surprised they give us the troop exchange.
Yeah, I don't think SSG will enter either. Is what Diablo was saying. I agree.
Won't enter where in this.
I think they will dodge NTS and go towards TFS.
I'm not so sure about that.
He was talking about the zone 3
Mhm.
between them and A2G.
Honestly, I think since SSG and TFS have the bottom part to the Dragon access, what you can secure very good, I think they will just ally. And I think SSG goes just over with TFS and WB.
Of
That is-
course.
And then they don't fight TFS or go for them in a zone 3, you know?
I'm sure they all have deals in place. It feels like the NAP season where TFS and Nor said they weren't allied.
Yeah. So it will be, this KVK will be super tricky, but what I can say, I mean, I'm not watching the world chat. I don't even know if it's spicy. Maybe you can tell me, Doug, but you probably didn't watch it so much either. I can just say I'm super looking forward to here to fight with all that cool alliances, all that cool servers, and looking forward to much fun. And I hope people keep their personal stuff beside and just look for how we can provide a lot good fights on this KVK.
World chat's gonna be fun.
Is it?
Yeah, TFS and EIS in the same world chat.
Yeah, but it is not so. I think when I compare that to last season, I mean, what was that world chat? I want to never have that again.
Well, Echo's the worst team I've ever seen in there, but
That was, oh my God, it
I'm
was so
excited
toxic.
for WB this season. We're gonna be, I mean, it looks like we're gonna be fighting them in Zone 2 and Zone 3, so we'll get very familiar with WB before the season ends.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward because what I saw from them today was really, really. It was a good field presence. The way they managed that tank looked good to me. So I'm looking, but now we need to see open field. I mean, stat your area is 1 March. You can never say if that's good or not. Naps irrelevant. Diablo saying the beauty of this season, Dark, is that we don't care about naps. We assume 2 versus 4, and that's that. Yeah. I was surprised the chat got spicy for Behemoth races. I really didn't know. People still care about them.
Well, yeah, the chat wasn't really spicy for behemoth races. Just, I guess TFS won Bear because we got locked in a 6-second animation, and Jason started typing in world chat, but then he got memed because they lost the giant because they trolled the giant the behemoth.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I think he said that after the first Behemoth, and then we got the giant, and they had it. When you look at the rankings, it was like they had around a 10-second advantage on us. So we already saw it. Let me look here at the rankings. First purification, TFS, and they were 10 or 12 seconds before us. They had it purified. So we thought, okay, the elite is kind of gone anyway. And then Dark said, we play as we would play for the first one. And then we made it because I think they had not enough people in, and someone, attacked too early. Or wasn't it like that, Dark?
You're not gonna like what I have to say, but since they have poorly led leadership, they didn't open the behemoth in time, and it was stalled because the person who was assigned to open the behemoth lair wasn't R4. And then after they opened the lair, 30 people got in and they attacked it before all 40 got inside.
Okay. Yeah, at the end, I mean, it's a behemoth. I couldn't care less. We all have the frames. I mean, I'm super looking forward to the Sentry gear because that behemoth was so fun on the test server. Where is it? That is another giant. Where is it? And we have to go zone 3. This was so fun. When all that stuff comes and goes away. But I heard from earlier, I thought maybe the elite is a little bit more tricky when it's not so visible. But the moment one stepped on it, it is visible. So it's maybe not so tricky like I thought.
Bro said, sounds like my server 1 alliance. Yeah, we had a season, EIS in season 1 missed the first elite raid ever. We probably would have won. But one of our members just ran in and aggroed the bear for no reason. That was fun times. We kicked that guy, by the way. Back in the day, season 1, good times.
Humble is saying we are napping 2 versus 4. Diablo say I'm not even napping EIS. We should fight too. And Dafuk saying said we aren't in your season with and he's Lunar. If any alliance needs pilots, message me. Toss. Isn't that against that thing as well? Oh, Scylla trolled it.
Zilla does troll.
Yeah, as always. So yeah, that is the kind of the season we look forward. I just wanted to share a little bit of news with you as I super hope they fix that merit bug as soon as possible because it is not fun when you come home with that bad merit reports. It's really not motivating, especially if it would be always like this. Maybe it would be okay, but now I mean I fight it straight. What 4 or 5 hours? I would normally have the double amount of merits from that fighting, and you kite perfectly. I didn't even get touched that much. And when you said the same. He said with his archer reports, he didn't even get targeted much. It was just like, yeah, so bad.
Yeah, you can't nerf merits as a whole because people are used to it. And so the dopamine they're used to getting and the happiness from a good report, they don't get anymore. And so then fighting's not as fun. So you can't really just nerf it. Like you could nerf a champion, a hero, and that hero gets less merits. But you can't just straight up nerf merits overall. That negatively impacts the game.
Really, really, really hope they work on that. I hope they listen to the Kings this time about the feedback. I showed it already earlier, the changes here about the long-range warfare and new research that they have the same range like the mages and they can even choose between it. That makes it for me even worse. So if they are in normal range like the archers have, they get a full damage. And then they can decide, oh, but I can do both. So I can go close in an easy war and get my full damage. Or city hopping like this. You go in and out and poke a little bit and have the full damage with the short range. And then in an open field, yeah, you play relaxed from the back with the same damage as the mages. It is not how it could be. I hope it's a good matchup because our matchup is cooked. It feels very one-sided, Guller. Yeah, I mean that is always the thing. You always want a good matchup. Everyone is looking for a good matchup, but for any reason at the end, it is super hard to find a good Diplo, and it's always very complicated.
Well, I think part of that's because the devs don't match make the correct teams. Like they don't. They almost. It's almost like they don't match make even teams. Like there's always at least one team that like shouldn't be there.
Yeah, true. I mean, I was happy about the matchup when I saw it. Now we have to see how it goes. I mean, what I have really to say, I'm looking forward to is Zone 2 against WB. It will be super cool. I'm super looking forward to them, to fight them and with them. Um, so I think we are super close what power is, and they have maybe a few more players, right, Doc? Player-wise, they are
True.
a little bit in advantage of us, but other than that, the
Who?
power is the same. WB.
Oh yeah, WB has more players than us. They're still in their original server,
Yeah, the Fuchs
or at
saying
least
too
the
for
server they
Luno.
were in last season. At least I don't know their whole history, but
But I think Luno has not a super exciting season as well. Isn't it Luno and HWG in a 2 versus 4, but the other ones are so much weaker? Or no, it's 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 2 because the other ones don't like each other. So Luno and HW and G or whatever allied, and the other ones don't like each other and don't ally. So they have just a pure mass.
look, there's two things it does have to do to fix the KVKs. You either have to add Zone 1 picking back, or you have to add the team mode back. One or the other. Like this Diplo like doesn't have a good success rate.
Yeah, true. But you're fighting each person best matches. I think it's normal that will open the door to people crying to buff their unit type. I feel the main issue of archers is the lack of infantry players, so archers become the front line. I mean, I do understand that maybe sometimes the range is an issue, but wasn't that game supposed to have that different ranges? I mean, from the beginning on, an archer player knew they have a shorter
Yeah,
range,
exactly.
but
In
they
my
do more
opinion,
damage.
archers made that knowing they were going to have less range, and now they got a taste of having more range, and they're like, that's all they want, right?
So
But when they first made their archers, like they knew, like they don't have as much range as mages.
yeah, it's crazy. We have so many big players here at KVK. I just
But
see
yeah,
that.
I want zone picking back. Like imagine the zone 1 wars happening again. Those were fun. And then resurgence out.
Oh, they have a feature, Merit's last season home realm. I didn't
Yeah, that
know
was
about
nice.
that.
You can go check the last season's merits.
Oh, that's super cool. Ah, you have it only for your own alliance.
Yeah, for your own home kingdom.
Oh, but that is cool. I didn't check that.
Yeah, that is cool. It's good for leadership anyway.
Yeah, for leadership
So
also
when a
to
member tries to
compare.
tell me, "Oh, I had 20 mil last season," I can just go look instead of asking for a data sheet.
Yeah. I want my cake and eat it. That's why archers got counterattack higher. WT focus exactly, and that's why archer also counter mages so super effective. The only counter which really works in the game is the archer mages counter. That is the most powerful counter in the game. Mages are supposed to counter infantry, but you saw today how much bad trades I got against the infantry I hit. So something is wrong. This time it was because one of the alliance leaders, he just said he will only ally that one alliance and only be an enemy on that one alliance. He forced only 3 options of allies and all bad. Okay, yeah, sometimes happens. Picking teams was cool mechanic. I want that mechanic back as well. I mean, Dark, do you have the same opinion or do you have a different opinion? I like the team picking we
Picking a
had
lot.
last. You like it?
I thought both were fine. I think Zone 1 was the best because it added the most strategy and you had the chance for Zone 1 wars. But I don't mind the team picking mode. I thought that was fine too because everyone has their own ranks and you get put with like B teams and A teams. Like, I thought that was fine, and I think Zone 1 picking's fine, but the in-between thing they're doing here, where they're like, oh, we're throwing you in the map where we want and make it work and pick your allies, like, that makes it a lot harder to balance the map, because people can get zone locked or other things, rather than the team strategizing on where to place their teams in Zone 1s.
Yeah, the Zone 1 fights were wild and fun. I mean, the resurgence bring it back. People can choose starting regions. We have a little bit more fire in it. Wait a sec. What is this about merit nerfing? Is it confirmed or just speculation? We just speculated it because we got really straight less merits reports. I mean,
It's not confirmed by the devs, but it's basically confirmed. Like, everyone's getting less merit. At least between us, both EIS and WB were getting less merits anyway.
I mean, when you just, I mean, I know how I normally play, and people said, oh yeah, but it's only statue. But I know how I play in a statue march, and it was overall, it was not only me, and I had that one good report, yes, but the average was 25 to 30K or something like that. With, I mean, I had half March left, but even that, sometimes we had that kind of reports with a max
I mean,
when you did
every
normally.
single season in the statue, you've got the top players posting 112,
Exactly.
150K reports, and this season it only happened with Razor Remedy when they had 100K wounded.
Humble is going shopping. Humble Pie just look at him. Oh my God, we got some goldies. Look at this. Live on stream. Look at Humble. Did he buy every possible pack?
When's Humble not shopping?
Yeah, it's true. I opened just 44 gifts of Humble. Oh my God. Look at this. Humble Pie purchases everything. He's so back. I like to see that he's so back and hyped for the stuff and asking
Yeah,
sis.
Diablo. WB also said their merits were lower because we asked them.
Yeah, and Ryuko was earlier in the chat. He said the same. He said his mages got what 10K or something like that. I mean, and the glory points, I totally agree. I liked when we had in the rankings, when we had the glory points. That was just better. Then you could see which one are fighting and which one not. That was such a good. I don't know why they even removed it. Because on the stats, they should also add it to the stats, and then you could also see it and stuff like this.
Yeah, no, glory points are really cool because then people couldn't sit and cry about merits being farmed, and there's no debate about it. It's just straight up glory points, and you know exactly what people got on the field.
Check your board.
Although, like, teams can go farm with their ally still. Like, there's ways around it, but it's less likely to happen.
What is he saying with check your board anniversary? You mean that board here?
The, like, weekly schedule.
Oh yeah. Look at that. 26th. So that is today. Call Franks is celebrating its second anniversary. Take you to all your lords for all your love and support this year. At this time of celebration, we invite you all to feast heartily and be merry, fantastic rewards and amazing events. Mating season, okay, joyful feast. Collect items and share in the celebration. Lucky flip, try your luck and win amazing prizes. That was the event with the tokens last time. Magical memories, exchange. I changed the unit types. Yeah, artifacts rollback is super cool that it's back. The banquet quiz. Oh, we got the quiz back. And the automaton raid. Heights of power is the new great heights. Exchange coin multiplier. The first purchase multiplier has been reset. Enjoy double with the exchange coins with your next purchase. What is that? An exchange coin multiplier. Interesting.
Ayo.
That is for that is the exchange coin for the pet coins. Yeah, that is what we're all waiting for. Back to the battlefield, get together with old friends. Pet party, we're all waiting for that as well, and encounters. But I don't see it in our. Do you see it in the calendar? Yes, thanks, Murder.
All right, chat.
Yeah.
Opening the daily bundle. How many gold heads am I getting here?
In your daily bundle?
Daily deal. Let's start guessing in the chat. How many heads am I getting?
Okay, it's him against me. Okay, Dark first. Guess in the chat how many coins Dark get. Probably one, and I get a streamer luck for that.
One? Yeah, I hope not. I had one yesterday.
17. Oh my
17.
god.
I going for Vanyo. Hell yeah.
Medusa won. Okay, she's my. These are there.
It's diabolical.
Church Gaming Max. Oh my god. Oh, 5. Okay, go for it, Dark. Go. I say
All right,
one.
let's see.
Say one as well. But you need to
Moment
send a
of
screenshot.
truth.
Wait, can I
All right,
open
I can-
Alliance
I can-
chat? Can I open
can send a
Alliance chat, or is
screenshot.
there something secretly?
Yeah, that's fine. Fuck!
Show it, show it, show it.
No way.
Is it one?
All right, one
Show-
second. I'll show it.
Show an Alliance chat.
I'm posting it in Alliance chat.
Yeah, I have it open.
If my PC wants to stop trolling me. I hate this game.
We called it. We called it. Okay, now me. Now it's me, guys. Oh my, I mean, I basically can't go worse, right? But wasn't there one guy who got 0 tokens one time? I never had it, I think. So now it's time for me. Oh my god, I hopefully get a super high number. Just to your number 1. That makes it even more funnier. I win. Okay, let's go.
DSR, you're going to EIK for the week.
Let's do 7. Yes, that's okay. 7 is decent. Oh, we get new forge keys, but
Of course you get 7.
Of course I get 7, but you will be happy because it's for my Goresh. You know, that an infantry makes you happy.
Every day people post 7, like Nuo 1 got 17 yesterday, and here I am getting 1 back-to-back days.
I mean, the 17, I don't know. I think I got that once in the game.
Yeah, the highest I've had is 13.
We should get King's Chest for it. DSR. We love our King's Chest. We want King's Chest all the time. I never got a golden one from Dog.
Well,
Never,
maybe
ever.
if you voted a higher number and I was in a better mood, you would get one. if I hit 17, Vanya would get one.
I would never. You give always to Vanyo. Vanyo get every week one.
Yeah, you and Vanya get them all the time.
No, I get only the slow ones. Vanyo get at least a purple one. He got also
I
a
give
gold
you
one.
the low ones because you get them so consistently.
Yeah, because I'm active.
Yeah.
So you kind of, I have to be less active, then I get a better king.
You'll get the higher ones, but less often. It evens out.
I got in my old alliance. I got a gold one time, a gold from the king. That was so cool. I saved it even up because it was so.
You got a
so
gold
nice.
from here.
No, I didn't. Never.
I'm pretty sure you have.
No, purple I got.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got purples at least.
One or 2 times. Okay, we have here the back to battlefield. I mean, that is the event. I don't know. Do I have to restart the game that we see the event? I don't see any of the events. Do you have something in event calendar, Dog?
For what?
Princess coming out. Best wreck, I was like 1 week all over 10 for Celia, but knowing how bad it is, it might have been a curse, not a blessing. I need Scylla back. Yeah, Scylla was generous, but Scylla had not much people. So you don't see the event times as well, right, Doc?
No, I don't. Ooh, Paramount Championship back.
Oh, I don't care. I only do
Wait, back to the Battlefield event?
Yeah, you have to invite old people. Not old people. Members who left the game.
Oh, share your invite code to welcome back old players.
And then you have to recruit. You recruit 5 players back, and you get 5 gold heads. And that is really not a good.
I have a very high chance to do that. Like they would at least log in the game for me.
Yeah, I mean that is something you can try. I mean, But they should make it, to really make it effectively, a little bit higher prices, maybe.
True. If you got 10 gold shards, I'd be DMing everyone of it. Hey, you coming back to the game?
The server gold chests are for the e-kittens. What are e-kittens? E-girls?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my God, that's a comment against girls. Just kidding. Do you know that in a girl streamer stream? That is not so nice. Okay, so we didn't get the anniversary events, guys. I will be back tomorrow. I need you here to help me. I need here a good luck in the Forge of Light. Last time I did Forge of Light, I did it for the new Mage's artifact, and I needed 230 keys for level 1. Since I don't like the artifact so much either, I go for the Mirage Orb and hopefully take a Breath of Gigantis as well. I don't have it yet, Dark. I need that so bad, a Breath. The thing is, Breath of Gigantis,
Yeah, Breath is the best artifact in the game.
But you can choose it nowhere. You cannot, it is just, you have to go for another artifact when Breath is in the pool.
Yeah.
So that is really hard. And maybe a last little low spender tip. I always buy every time the $5 pack for the Forge Key artifact, because the $5 pack is the one with the best value. The other ones has the same value. That is maybe my last low spender tip here out to the people. If you not go for so many forges, it's better stock up the $5 packs and not buy it up to 100 value-wise. Just value-wise. Okay, so thanks, Doc, for joining me. Is sometimes just easier in someone else.
I'm bored. I need war.
Me too. Me too. I mean, Statue, yes, will be cool on Thursday, but I cannot stay so long because I go on a little last weekend trip before we have 24/7 war. Excuse me? You will be fine. I will not be fine. Get on the field. I played a whole statue and a little bit after, but then I have to leave. And then I'm ready back in time for Zone 2. Don't worry. Good. Don't worry. So yes, I'm super looking forward fighting WB. I mean, here's Zone 2. Do you think the Zone 2 is small? I mean, we have...
Yeah, it's extremely small. Look how fast we meet each other.
Yeah, we meet on the plateau.
The pathing is a straight line.
Yeah, it's 2 giants here and 1 Hydra. Yeah, here's...
It's like 13, 12 flags to start fighting each other.
Okay, so we meet on the plateau, I assume. Yeah, and we can also go...
Yeah, we'll meet on the plateau, yeah.
We meet on the plateau, then here's the way to the Hydra from both sides. I feel like that is... depends. If we go that way, we go... Yeah, then it's... But it is easy. Then you can... Once you want to secure the Hydra, and one or the other side can easily secure that chokes. With the plateau, that makes it... But it will be fun. I'm super looking forward to it. So... Mods. You can do it, Princess. You can catch up to me. Yeah, Shadow, I know. Shadow got the level 4 Mirage Orb, so I have to catch up. I definitely will. I have also some gems saved, so we do that tomorrow together. So thanks, Dark, for being here. Everyone else who enjoyed the time here with me, consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate it a lot. And turn on the bell notification, then you know when I will go live again. And yeah, just put a like on the stream, a thumbs up. I would appreciate it, and see you very soon. Have a beautiful evening and a great week, and see you soon again. Happy gaming and much love, your princess.